Welcome, coin enthusiasts and history lovers from across the United States. Today we are about to uncover the hidden story behind one of the most fascinating treasures in American pocket change, the legendary USA Lincoln Wheat Penny. At first glance it may look like an ordinary old cent, maybe even a dirty one forgotten in a jar. But what if that small copper coin in your hand could be worth thousands of dollars? What if it carried a powerful connection to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the golden era of the iconic Lincoln Wheat Cent? In this video, we're diving deep into the history, rarity, and surprising value of this incredible coin that continues to captivate collectors across America. So if you love discovering rare coins, hidden treasures, and the incredible stories behind them, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our community of passionate coin hunters, because today's journey might just change the way you look at every penny forever. Let's get started. First up in the 1950 1D Lincoln Wheat Penny stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after pieces within the world of American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its blend of historical depth, classic design, and enduring collector appeal. Even when discovered in a very dirty or heavily circulated condition, this humble copper coin still carries the aura of a prized treasure that has traveled through decades of American life. For collectors, the excitement lies not only in the coin's appearance, but also in the possibility that beneath layers of grime may hide a remarkable example with significant value. The 1951 D cent represents more than just pocket change from the past. It symbolizes an era of post-war optimism and the continuation of one of the most beloved coin series in United States history. Because of its historical importance and connection to the legendary Lincoln cent lineage, the coin continues to attract passionate collectors and investors who appreciate its lasting charm and its strong presence in the global coin market. The historical background of the 1951 D Lincoln Wheat Penny places it firmly within the celebrated Lincoln Wheat Cent, a series that honored the legacy of Abraham Lincoln and revolutionized American coinage when it first appeared in 1909. By the time the Denver Mint struck the 1951 D issue, the United States had recently emerged from the transformative years of World War II and was entering a period of rapid economic growth. The Denver Mint, identified by the distinctive D mint mark below the date, produced hundreds of millions of these cents to support the nation's expanding commerce. While not originally intended as a commemorative coin, it has since become a meaningful artifact that reflects the everyday economy of mid-20th century America. Holding a 1951 D Wheat Penny today feels like touching a tangible connection to the past, linking modern collectors with the people, businesses, and historical events that defined that dynamic period in American history. The design of the 1951 D Lincoln Wheat Penny is a masterpiece of early 20th century coin artistry, created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. The obverse proudly features the dignified profile portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year of minting, with the small but important D mint mark indicating its Denver origin. The reverse design showcases two elegant wheat stalks framing the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, symbolizing the agricultural strength and prosperity of the nation. Struck primarily from a bronze alloy composed of copper, tin, and zinc, the coin measures approximately 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs around 3.11 grams. Even in worn or dirty condition, the strong details of the wheat ears and Lincoln's portrait often remain visible, giving collectors a glimpse of the coin's original beauty and craftsmanship that have made the Wheat Penny series iconic among numismatists. Although millions of 1951 D cents were produced, certain factors have elevated specific examples into the category of rarity and desirability. Over decades of circulation, many coins were worn down, damaged, or lost, leaving far fewer surviving examples in pristine or near-mint condition. In addition, subtle varieties, such as minor die differences, striking anomalies, or exceptionally well-preserved specimens, have become particularly attractive to specialists who study the series in detail. Coins discovered today in very dirty condition often generate excitement because careful conservation may reveal surprisingly sharp details beneath the surface. The true rarity appears when collectors encounter an example that has survived decades without heavy wear, especially those with vibrant original luster or rare die varieties. Finding such a coin can feel like uncovering a hidden treasure, making the search for high-quality 1951 D specimens an ongoing adventure for serious collectors. The market value of the 1951 D Lincoln Wheat penny varies dramatically depending on its condition, grade, and potential variety, and this is where the coin's true excitement emerges. While heavily circulated examples may carry only modest value, collectors are willing to pay significantly higher prices for superior pieces. Exceptional coins graded in high mint state levels, or those displaying rare die characteristics, can reach impressive prices in the collector market. In specialized auctions or private sales, premium examples have been known to fall within a remarkable range of approximately $1,000 to $8,000, particularly when the coin demonstrates outstanding preservation, brilliant color, or a scarce variety. The steady appreciation of classic American copper coins has helped strengthen the reputation of the 1951 D cent as a worthwhile collectible, especially for enthusiasts who appreciate the combination of historical significance and strong visual appeal. For collectors hoping to add a valuable 1951 D Lincoln Wheat penny to their collections, careful strategy and knowledge are essential. Experts recommend prioritizing coins that have been professionally graded and authenticated by reputable numismatic services, as certification provides confidence in both the coin's authenticity and its condition. Collectors should also inspect coins closely for details such as sharp wheat lines, clear mint marks, and signs of original copper luster beneath any surface discoloration. Purchasing from established coin dealers, reputable auction houses, or respected numismatic events greatly reduces the risk of acquiring altered or misrepresented coins. Equally important is proper storage. Placing the coin in protective holders or archival capsules prevents further damage and preserves its condition for the future. By following these careful practices, collectors can confidently build collections that retain both historical value and long-term investment potential. Another key element of successful collecting is active engagement with the broader numismatic community. Joining coin clubs, attending coin shows, and participating in online collector forums allows enthusiasts to share knowledge, learn about new discoveries, and stay informed about market trends. The 1951 D Wheat penny often becomes a topic of lively discussion among collectors who compare strike quality, color variations, and possible die varieties. Experienced collectors frequently emphasize the importance of patience. Sometimes the most valuable coins appear unexpectedly in inherited collections, estate sales, or forgotten coin jars. By staying connected with fellow enthusiasts and continuously learning about the series, collectors increase their chances of identifying remarkable specimens that others might overlook. In conclusion, the 1951 D Lincoln Wheat penny represents a remarkable blend of American history, artistic design, and collectible rarity that continues to captivate numismatists around the world. From its origins at the Denver Mint during a transformative period in American history to its enduring popularity among modern collectors, this small bronze coin carries a powerful story. Whether found in dirty circulated condition or preserved in brilliant mint state, it remains a tangible link to the past and a symbol of the rich tradition of American coinage. For those passionate about numismatics, pursuing the 1951 D Wheat penny can be both a rewarding challenge and a meaningful investment, making it a prized treasure that will likely continue inspiring collectors for generations to come. The 1951 D Lincoln Wheat penny also holds a deeper fascination for collectors because it represents the final decade of the legendary Lincoln Wheat cent era. During the early 1950s, American coinage was still heavily dominated by traditional designs that had already become iconic to generations of citizens. The Lincoln Wheat cent had circulated for more than 40 years by this point, and by 1951 it had firmly established itself as one of the most recognizable coins in the country. Many Americans carried these pennies daily in their pockets, using them in grocery stores, transportation fares, and vending machines. Next up in the 1952 D Lincoln Wheat penny stands as one of the most fascinating and admired coins in American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its blend of history, artistry, and enduring collector appeal. Although it may appear ordinary at first glance, especially when discovered in a very dirty or heavily circulated condition, this small copper coin holds a powerful story that stretches across decades of American history. For collectors, the thrill lies in the possibility that even a worn or unattractive example could represent a scarce variety or a remarkable survivor from the mid-20th century. The 1952 D issue, struck at the legendary United States Mint facility in Denver, carries the distinctive D Mint mark that signals its origin and adds to its character within the beloved Lincoln Wheat Cent series. Because of its historical importance, intriguing varieties, and the growing enthusiasm among coin collectors worldwide, this penny has steadily gained recognition as a prized treasure capable of commanding impressive attention in today's market. To truly appreciate this coin, one must first understand the historical setting in which it was produced. The 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat penny was minted during the early years of the post-World War II era, a time when the United States was experiencing economic growth and technological expansion. The Lincoln Cent series itself began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, making it the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than a symbolic representation of liberty. By 1952, these pennies had already become a familiar part of everyday commerce, yet they also quietly recorded the evolving story of American society. The coins bearing the D Mint mark were struck in Denver, a minting location that played a critical role in supplying coinage to the rapidly growing western regions of the country. Every surviving example of the 1952 D penny therefore acts as a tangible connection to the past, linking collectors today to a vibrant period of American history. The design of the 1952 D Lincoln Wheat penny is both elegant and iconic, reflecting artistic elements that have become instantly recognizable to generations of collectors. The obverse side features the dignified portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design created by the talented sculptor Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's profile faces right, accompanied by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the year 1952. Just beneath the date sits the small but highly significant D Mint mark indicating its production in Denver. On the reverse side, the coin displays the classic wheat ears framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, along with the national motto, E Pluribus Unum. Struck primarily from a bronze alloy composed of copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, the coin measures approximately 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 3.11 grams. Even when discovered in a dirty or worn state, the artistry of this design remains remarkably compelling. Rarity plays a significant role in the growing fascination surrounding this coin. While millions of 1952 D pennies were originally minted, relatively few have survived in truly high-grade condition. Many examples circulated heavily for decades, becoming scratched, stained, or darkened by time and environmental exposure. This means that collectors searching for sharp, well-preserved specimens often face a considerable challenge. In addition, certain varieties, such as subtle dye variations or striking anomalies, can dramatically increase a coin's desirability among advanced numismatists. For those who specialize in the Lincoln Wheat series, locating an attractive example with crisp details and minimal work can feel like discovering a hidden treasure, especially when the coin retains strong original luster beneath decades of tarnish. Despite the common appearance of many circulated pieces, the 1952 D Lincoln Wheat penny can achieve impressive market values when exceptional quality or rare varieties are involved. In ordinary circulated condition, especially when very dirty, the coin may only be worth a modest amount. However, examples that have been professionally graded in near mint or uncirculated condition can command significantly higher prices. Collectors and auction houses have recorded sales ranging from approximately $1,000 to $8,000, depending on factors such as grade, eye appeal, and the presence of unusual minting characteristics. Coins that display strong strike details, original reddish coloration, or certified grading from respected organizations often attract the most competitive bidding among serious collectors. Another element that contributes to the coin's appeal is the fascinating possibility that hidden beauty may lie beneath its surface. Many collectors enjoy the challenge of examining dirty or heavily toned coins in hopes that careful conservation could reveal a far more attractive specimen underneath. In some cases, a seemingly ordinary penny discovered in circulation has turned out to be a remarkable survivor with excellent detail and historical value. This sense of discovery is part of what makes numismatics so thrilling, transforming a simple coin into a captivating object of study and admiration. For collectors hoping to add a 1952 D Lincoln Wheat penny to their collections, several practical strategies can greatly increase the chances of finding a worthwhile example. Experts often recommend prioritizing coins that have been certified by professional grading services, as these provide reliable authentication and condition assessment. It is also wise to examine the coin carefully for unusual varieties, die characteristics, or striking anomalies that may enhance its rarity. Purchasing from reputable dealers, established auctions, or trusted numismatic marketplaces ensures that collectors receive genuine pieces while avoiding counterfeit or altered coins. Proper storage is equally essential. Coins should be placed in protective holders and handled minimally to preserve their surfaces and long-term value. In conclusion, the 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat penny represents a remarkable blend of historical legacy, artistic craftsmanship, and enduring rarity. From its origins in the Denver Mint during a transformative era of American history to its growing recognition among collectors today, this coin embodies the spirit of numismatics in its purest form. Whether discovered in a dusty jar of old change or showcased in pristine uncirculated condition, it continues to captivate enthusiasts who see in it a tangible connection to the past. For dedicated collectors and investors alike, pursuing this penny can be an immensely rewarding journey, one that celebrates the lasting beauty and significance of America's beloved Lincoln Wheat Cent series. Another fascinating aspect of the 1952 D. Lincoln Wheat penny is the way it reflects the everyday economic life of mid-20th century America. During the early 1950s, pennies like this circulated constantly in grocery stores, public transportation, and small neighborhood businesses across the country. At that time, a single cent still held meaningful purchasing power, and millions of Americans handled these coins daily without realizing they were carrying small pieces of history. The Denver minted examples quietly traveled through countless hands, surviving decades of circulation before eventually being pulled aside by collectors who recognized their significance. Even when a specimen appears extremely dirty or darkened by age, it still tells a powerful story about the American economy, the copper coinage tradition, and the long-lasting influence of the Lincoln Cent series that began more than a century ago. Collectors are particularly fascinated by the subtle die characteristics that occasionally appear on the 1952 D issue. Small differences in lettering alignment, strike sharpness, or die work can create minor varieties that are highly studied by advanced numismatists. In some rare cases, coins may show traces of doubled lettering, slight repunched mint marks, or unusual die cracks that formed during the minting process at the Denver facility. These tiny imperfections are not flaws in the eyes of collectors. In fact, they are often celebrated as unique fingerprints left behind by the coin-making process. Discovering such details beneath layers of dirt or toning can transform an ordinary-looking penny into a truly remarkable collectible, adding another layer of excitement for enthusiasts who enjoy closely studying every aspect of their coins. The enduring popularity of the Lincoln Wheat series also contributes greatly to the demand for the 1952 D coin. Since the introduction of the Lincoln Cent in 1909 honoring Abraham Lincoln, collectors have built complete date and mint collections that include every issue from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. Because of this tradition, even relatively common dates remain important components of a complete set. The 1952 D piece holds a special place toward the end of the wheat cent era, just a few years before the reverse design changed in 1959 to commemorate the Lincoln Memorial. As a result, collectors who focus on completing wheat cent albums often seek attractive examples of this coin, driving steady interest in both circulated and uncirculated specimens across the numismatic marketplace. Next up in the 1957 D. Lincoln Wheat penny stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after pieces in American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its timeless design, historical significance, and enduring appeal among collectors. Even when found in a very dirty or heavily circulated condition, this humble 1-cent coin can spark enormous excitement among coin hunters who understand its deeper story and potential worth. For many collectors, discovering a 1957 coin bearing the distinctive D mint mark is like uncovering a small but meaningful piece of American heritage. Over the years, this remarkable penny has become a prized treasure not only because of its age, but also because of the enduring legacy of the Lincoln Wheat series. The coin's ability to connect modern collectors with mid-20th century America makes it especially captivating, and in today's active numismatic market, examples of the 1957 D. Wheat penny, particularly rare varieties, continue to attract attention and admiration from collectors across the United States and beyond. The historical background of the 1957 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny is deeply tied to the long-running Lincoln Cent series that began in 1909 to honor the beloved American President Abraham Lincoln. By 1957, the United States was experiencing a period of economic growth and technological advancement, and millions of pennies were still being produced to support everyday commerce. This particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark beneath the date. The wheat penny design had already become a beloved national symbol by this time, and the coins produced during the 1950s circulated widely in American pockets, cash registers, and banks. Although the coin itself did not commemorate a specific event, it became a tangible connection to the post-war era of American history, representing the economic life of ordinary citizens during a transformative decade. One of the most iconic aspects of the 1957 D. Wheat Penny lies in its elegant and symbolic design, originally created by renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner. The obverse features a dignified portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing right, accompanied by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the year, 1957. This design was groundbreaking when it first appeared in 1909, as it marked the first time a real historical figure appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. On the reverse, the coin displays the classic wheat ear motif, two stylized wheat stalks framing the words 1 cent and United States of America. Struck primarily from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin measures approximately 19 millimeters in diameter and weighs 3.11 grams. Even when the surface is darkened or dirty from decades of circulation, the graceful artistry of the design still shines through, reminding collectors why this coin remains one of the most beloved pieces in American coinage. Despite the relatively high mintage numbers for 1957 D pennies, rarity can still emerge through specific varieties and exceptional preservation. One of the most intriguing examples is the famous double die variety, where elements of the design, particularly the lettering, appear slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the die-making process. Coins displaying this variety are far scarcer than standard strikes, and are therefore significantly more desirable among collectors. Furthermore, most 1957 D pennies spent years in circulation, meaning that pristine examples in uncirculated or near-mint condition are increasingly difficult to locate. When collectors encounter a coin that has survived decades without significant wear, it becomes an exciting and valuable discovery, reinforcing the idea that even common coins can hide rare treasures. Even a very dirty example of the 1957 D. Lincoln Wheat Penny can still possess meaningful collector value, particularly if it exhibits a rare variety or strong design details beneath the surface grime. While ordinary circulated examples may only be worth a modest premium above face value, coins that display unusual characteristics, such as doubling, exceptional strike quality, or historical toning, can command dramatically higher prices. The coin's long circulation life often leaves it covered with natural patina, which many collectors appreciate as evidence of authenticity and age. Careful examination can sometimes reveal a remarkable piece hidden beneath years of wear and discoloration, making the search for valuable wheat pennies an exciting and rewarding experience. In today's numismatic market, the 1957 D. Wheat Penny can achieve impressive prices depending on its condition and variety. High-grade examples that remain in uncirculated condition, especially those with certified grading, may sell for anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000 when rare features are present or when the coin displays exceptional preservation. Auction houses and specialized coin dealers frequently report steady interest in these coins, particularly when they combine strong historical character with visual appeal. The consistent demand for Lincoln Wheat cents has helped sustain their market value over time, and collectors often view them as both fascinating historical artifacts and long-term investments. For collectors hoping to add a valuable 1957 D. Wheat Penny to their collection, a few practical strategies can make the search more rewarding. Experts recommend prioritizing coins that have been professionally graded and certified, as this ensures authenticity and protects against potential alterations. It is also wise to examine coins carefully for signs of doubling, unusual mint marks, or sharp design details that indicate minimal wear. Purchasing from reputable dealers, established auctions, or trusted numismatic marketplaces can greatly reduce risk. Once acquired, the coin should be stored in protective holders or archival quality coin capsules to prevent further deterioration, and unnecessary handling should always be avoided. Ultimately, the 1957 D. Lincoln Wheat penny represents a perfect blend of American history, artistic craftsmanship, and collector intrigue. Its connection to the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, its classic wheat ear design, and its potential for rare varieties make it a captivating piece that continues to inspire numismatists around the world. Whether discovered in an old coin jar, inherited from a family collection, or purchased at auction, this penny remains a cherished reminder of a bygone era. For collectors, pursuing this coin is not merely about its potential value. It is about holding a tangible connection to the past and preserving a small but meaningful treasure of American heritage for future generations. The enduring fascination surrounding the 1957 D. Lincoln Wheat penny also comes from its position near the end of the historic Lincoln Wheat cent era, a series that had dominated American pocket change for nearly half a century. By the late 1950s, the United States was approaching the 150th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, an event that would soon inspire the redesign of the penny in 1959. Because of this timing, the 1957 D penny represents one of the final chapters of the beloved wheat reverse design that Americans had grown up seeing in daily life. Collectors often view coins from this transitional period with special appreciation because they symbolize the closing of a historic era in U.S. coinage. Even when found with dirt, oxidation, or decades of wear, the coin carries the unmistakable character of the wheat penny series, reminding enthusiasts of a time when copper coins were a central part of everyday American commerce. Another reason this coin captures the imagination of collectors is the story of its production at the Denver Mint, one of the most important facilities in the American coin minting system. During the 1950s, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of cents annually to meet the needs of a rapidly expanding economy. Despite the large production numbers, the minting process still relied on complex mechanical equipment and manual oversight, which sometimes produced subtle variations or minting anomalies. These small differences, such as sharper strikes, die variations, or slight doubling in the lettering, can transform an ordinary coin into a highly desirable collector's item. Numismatists enjoy studying these details because they reveal the craftsmanship and technology of mid-20th century coin production, turning each surviving coin into a small artifact of industrial history. Collectors are also drawn to the visual personality that older pennies develop after decades in circulation. A very dirty 1957 D. Wheat penny may display dark brown toning, patches of greenish copper oxidation, or layers of natural patina that accumulated as the coin passed through countless hands. While casual observers might overlook such a coin, experienced numismatists often find these characteristics fascinating because they represent the authentic aging process of copper. Beneath the surface grime, the elegant portrait of Lincoln and the symmetrical wheat stalks often remain surprisingly clear. This contrast between age and artistry gives the coin a distinctive charm, making it feel less like ordinary currency and more like a historical relic that has traveled through time.